Welcome to the Tribe Talk Show, live from Atlanta. On this show, you get real conversations, inspiring stories, entertainment, information that empowers, real talk. A safe space to learn and grow. Real sisterhood. Let's talk. Let's grow. Let's thrive together. Join the tribe. And now, here are your hosts, Tendai and Grace.
Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Tribe Talk Show. Thank you so much for joining us. I can't believe the year is coming to an end. December.
I know, and the holidays and the shares and the decor, everything is looking so good.
I like the holiday season, but I don't like the cold.
The feeling. I don't
It's
either.
so cold.
I know.
It takes me back to the UK.
I know. And this time of the year is always very sensitive for me. Even though the holidays are coming, everything is, the lights and everything looking good. But, the anxiety that comes with it, for me, it's always a very hard time to navigate. I'm excited for the holidays. But also, the weather, the cold weather, the long nights, like now it gets dark at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
It doesn't, there's no daylight until around 8 a.m. And those long nights really does do something to my mood.
They say we people that grew up in like Africa, we really struggle when it comes because we need more sunlight.
Yes.
And in the winter, it just becomes so dull. And I don't like it. But I also don't like the holidays, especially Christmas, because it gets so dark for me. It gets so depressing because my dad's birthday was on Christmas. And Christmas, when I was growing up, was such a big holiday.
Yes.
And I just... I want to make it exciting, but that's one holiday that lately I don't really look forward to Christmas.
And you're not alone. Most people in the diaspora, they feel like this about Christmas, especially during the holidays. I say now back home, the holiday time is usually full of festivities, events. Right now there's a lot going on in Africa with the dirty December.
Yeah.
But here it's lonely.
It's lonely.
It's lonely, it's depressing, and it can be really challenging for all of us.
Yeah.
Knowing what we're used to. Just like your home back then, there's no Christmas like my village Christmas.
We always
look forward
What did you guys
traveling
used to do?
home.
What did you guys used to do?
Oh, growing up, first of all, Christmas Eve, we will all go to church for Christmas Eve celebration. And it's like a Christmas carol. You have like the choir singing, all the age groups will be performing different songs. And then we will do that, then we'll come home. Then on Christmas morning, my mother would have prepared a feast. Before we wake up. And not only do we enjoy this feast, this feast will be prepared for all the neighbors as well, especially the non-Christians. So we will get a chance to go and give them these dishes very early in the morning. When you do that, they will give you a token. They will give you like a little money in return. And so every child will look forward to
Christmas,
running those errands.
So that they can get something.
And then once we get that over with, then we'll come and dress gorgeously. Then we'll go back to church for more celebration. Then when we return home in the afternoon, that's what we call Christmas outing. Then we all go out from family house to family house to wish them Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And guess what? That come with a whole load of money. Every household you knock on to wish them Merry Christmas, they give you something.
You money. That's so good.
That was my experience as a child growing up. And then when we got out of that phase and we became older and we moved to the city, we all look forward to reuniting in the village during this holiday period. So cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody will come together.
So it looks
and
like
we still enjoy the feast and just coming, seeing everyone that you have seen throughout the year. And it's just so beautiful. It's always a wonderful time. When I tell you, when I moved here, every Christmas, up until I probably say like 10 years ago, my husband always have a rough time because I will cry. I will wake up on Christmas morning
And
I
cry.
will miss home. No matter how much I ginger myself prior to that, I find myself just crying on
Crying,
Christmas
yeah.
days. And that's when we decide that, okay, what can we do? Well, it's not feasible for us to be traveling home every Christmas. But what can we do in the meantime? So we started the tradition of going on a cruise. So now what we do is we'll create family cruise, invite extended family, we all meet up and we just
Go on a cruise,
cruise.
yeah.
We took a break last year. We went to Dubai. It was still beautiful, but I missed the extended family aspect because it was just me and some friends that met up in Dubai. So
Yeah.
after that, I'm like, I think I'm going to stick to my cruise or until we're all able to travel back to the village
To the village,
to
yeah,
celebrate.
to celebrate.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are in these situations because I talk to friends and, they always verbalize, missing home, especially
Yeah.
during the holidays.
Yeah, I mean, when I was growing up, it was the same thing. Like I said, my dad's birthday was on Christmas, so Christmas was always extra for us. It would start on new Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's when we'll be given our Christmas clothes. And before you get your clothes, they have to lecture you for a little bit. Oh, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. And then finally you are given your... So it was just a joyous time. I remember my aunts, my uncles will come to our house. For some reason, our house was where a lot of times our cousins and our aunts would congregate. So there was always people, there was always fun. It was so fun. There was music, there was food. There was just like... I mean, I grew up in a very Christian home, so we didn't really drink, but you would think people are drinking because the way they would
need alcohol.
Yeah,
It's
the way people
natural
would,
high.
the way people would be. So I miss that. When I was in the UK, me and my sisters would always be together at Christmas Day. Would swap going to this person's house, going to this person's house. But since I came here and this year is going to be different because my younger sister is here. But my
good.
cousins, we try to be together. So I just want to say to our viewers, as much as this season can be depressing, try to find a way of making it more exciting. Reach out to friends if you don't have any family around and see if you can go to your friend's house and just celebrate together and just try to create your new traditions with your friends.
Exactly.
What I don't want to do for me, and I think what makes me try to keep on going is I don't want my kids to not have a good Christmas. I don't want them to grow up and think when it came to Christmas, our mom was always depressed because she missed a parent. I want them to also think of Christmas as a joyous. So that's what, but if I had my way, last year we were at home, we were in Zimbabwe, we had everybody there. My sisters were there, my nieces, my nephew, and we had such an amazing time.
It's always about the
Yeah,
togetherness.
yeah.
It's always about the togetherness. I'm telling you, that's what
Yeah.
holidays are all about.
Yeah, but coming up, we're going to be talking some girl chat, some gossip. We have some gist for you. We'll be right back.
Yes. Welcome back, tribe. So in our guest chat today, we're going to be diving into this story circulating on social media about our superstar, Regina Daniels. Now, this lady she was a child star. Like, she's been a star. And, you know the backstory.
Yeah, I know the
and,
backstory.
right now she's like the face of polygamy. And the reason why it's so important to talk about this is because, when we mentioned earlier that these superstars, these stars, these actresses, they have a lot of influence. They have a lot of influence on the younger ones,
Yeah.
on the younger generation. And this is a story of a young lady that is married to, an older guy, somebody who's way older than her. And the fact that they make this relationship look pure, they make it look, irresistible, like make it look so good on the outside. But what is going on the inside? A few weeks ago, we saw the whole story went down, whereby
we saw a video where
she
she was-
allegedly claimed that there was a domestic violence, and how the whole thing unfolded. I didn't really know much about her prior to that time, so I had to take time to kind of like learn through our posting and all that. And I have to say that we have normalized a lot that really we need to talk about. Now, she was 18 years old when she got married to a 62-year-old man. Her parents are well involved in her lives. From what I gathered, her mother who is also an actress in Nigeria, at the time was the one that took her to this man's house for a tour. Apparently, this man has a very beautiful mansion in the States, and they decide to go check out the home. And this is where this man saw her for the first time and decided that, she was going to make her not number 2, but wife number 6.
I mean, there's just so much to unpack with that story because, first of all, I don't understand what a 62-year-old is doing with an 18-year-old. I find that so disgusting. And the other part is, as a mother, I'm always going to protect my children. If I know that there's someone that has pedophilia tendencies, I'm never going to bring them around my children. So why was the mother taking their child to see this man that's in their 60s? That's old enough not to be the father, but the grandfather.
It like something she set up. It almost feel like it wasn't it didn't happen by accident.
No,
This
it
was
didn't.
Like
It
somebody
didn't.
that they wanted this. Now, mind you, this guy in question, Senator Ned Nwoko, this guy is a renowned lawyer. This guy studied and practiced in the UK. And eventually moved to Nigeria.
Exactly,
to join
because he
politics.
knows he can't do what he's doing in the UK. He'll be in jail by now.
Moved to Nigeria to join politics. Now, this is somebody that's supposed to be helping write the law. So supposed to be in place
Is he Muslim?
power. I think so. Well, yeah, allegedly. I'm not really sure. I can't confirm that. But all I know is that this isn't just a random, illiterate, rich man. This is a well-learned, and this guy, a lawyer and a senator, marrying a child.
A child.
Now, in this part of the world, that would have been illegal.
Of course.
But of course, back in where we're from, they will claim that she was 18. So, it was illegal.
I'm pretty sure he started dating her when she was, before she
There
turned 18.
was no dating.
No, but that's what they do. Most of these people will groom her. All this story that's being told that he met her when she was 18, I don't believe it. If you look at most of these predators, they start prying on them when they were 16. The story of when they started dating has been altered. Why is it such a coincidence that he's going to date her at 18? I don't believe that. He probably started dating her before she was even 18.
Yes.
I don't believe that.
It's a possibility, but they said that, these visits happened and then a few weeks later, they were having this traditional marriage. And the father was against it initially. I remember that when the father came out and, publicly made her opinion known that he didn't know anything about the relationship. But of course, eventually, he came on board and
Of course, it's very rich, right?
Yeah. So this marriage, you can't tell me anything. This marriage was never centered on love.
No.
Because what will 18-year-old be doing with a 62-year-old? What kind of love is that?
I don't even think, with her being so young, I don't even think she wanted it. I think I've seen on social media people saying that the mother wanted him, but he wanted the child,
Okay.
And I because I honestly don't believe that an 18-year-old would be attracted to a 62-year-old. It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. But the part that is really very disturbing is the fact that now she's in this relationship. And she's normalizing this. She's posting. I mean, this lady is sharing everything and anything on social media. One of the posts that I saw was her even filming her husband in the bathroom, getting ready to pee. You understand? Like, she's the face of she's the face of the marriage. I know about another wife, but I don't know about the other 4. They claim allegedly that he is married to 6. But I know about her and I know about the Moroccan lady, Leila. So those are the 2 that I know about. But most of the time, you only see him posting this too, or her, posting about him.
Yeah.
But she's sharing this, and it's becoming like a norm. They are normalizing this. And I know that young girls are dying to be in her shoes.
But
now,
the
the
thing
part
is-
that... Sorry, the part that they didn't show prior to now was the other side that we got a chance to see. When she went on that rampage and they claimed that, allegedly that she was
being abused. Of course, the power dynamics are always going to be, they are not going to be balanced. This is a 64-year-old. This is an 18-year-old. What she's doing, sharing things on media, that's what 18-year-olds are supposed to do. I don't fault her for doing that. That's what 18-year-old
Is she sharing
does.
that, or is it like an escape route for her?
Yeah, I mean,
Because
every
she's
18-year-old are on social media doing whatever they want to share their life. My question is, what is a 64-year-old doing with an 18-year-old? She doesn't have mental capacity
No.
to deal with what's being thrown at her. She's already a star, and then you add the fact that she's in a polygamous relationship. Do you think she's strong enough? We have all gone through those situations where even our men cheats. Imagine you're 18 and you know that your husband is... That man is not attractive, Grace.
And you know what? We're going to dive into that.
Is a grandpa to her. Let's not sugarcoat it.
Guys, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back on discussing this conversation. We'll be right back.
We're back, guys, and we're continuing our conversation. We're touching on the popular story that has been trending around about the Regina Daniels and her husband. She came out saying that she was abused. But before we went to break, I was just saying that girl is not attracted to this grandpa. There is no way that girl may be attracted to this grand uncle, not grandpa. No.
Yeah. Now, remember that the guy came out and put up a post that he believes that she's using drugs, she's using alcohol and all
drugs
that.
if I have to sleep with my grandpa.
That's the point.
I'll use drugs if I have to sleep with my grandpa every day.
Like you said, the attraction. Like, what? She's now 24, right? 24 or 25. I mean, one way or the other, she's going to have to
She's a beautiful girl. And she's an actress and she's on set with fine-looking guys.
Yes.
And then in the night, she has to go to that grandpa. If it's not... there are some grandpa that are attractive. There are some... there's a grandpa that are attractive.
Yes.
There are some men, some Nigerian men that may be grandpas. There's that one there's one extra that I like. I can't remember his name, but he once came to our church.
You're going to have to show me.
What's his name? He's in so many movies. You know him. I can't remember his name.
RMD. Is it Richard Moffat, the one that... No, it might not be.
Yes.
Richard Moffat,
Yes,
RMD.
listen.
Of course.
That one
we all had a crush on him.
We apologize to the wife, but this is just bad. Listen, that grandpa, well, he's not grandpa to me.
Yeah, but he's in his 60s too.
Yeah,
he's in his 60s not
That's
long ago.
a good-looking man. You can tell that during his prime, the girls were dying for that man. You see, that grandpa... We will forgive you, Regina. We understand. We understand. Go for it. But that great
one, yeah.
No.
And the part that really, really breaks my heart the most was during this period of vulnerability, he did not even stand up for her. Like, he did not protect. He was so quick at, putting up this post and, exonerating himself and just throwing her under the bus.
So I think you have to look at him as an individual. The fact that he has 7 wives, the fact that he's dating
6, allegedly.
Kids, or 6, allegedly. The fact that he has 6 wives, the fact that he's dating kids, that's a narcissist man.
Yeah.
So obviously, he wanted to put out a post to protect himself, to make himself look good, because he wanted to portray. Say whatever you say, whatever you are doing for the community, you are a pedophile.
Lawyer.
Huh?
this guy is don't forget that he's a
Exactly.
seasoned lawyer and also a
and
politician.
I hate that in Africa, people always want to glorify people that have money. People with money can get away with anything. I'm telling you, if it was just normal grandpa coming to marry that child, the parent would have said no.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that man, to me, I feel like is a narcissist. And I think that post was done because he was exposed. He'd never been exposed before. The girl exposed her, or the girl's family exposed her. And he was trying to throw in drugs. Why are you exposing that your wife takes drugs?
Yeah.
If your wife is taking drugs, look at yourself in the mirror.
If you read that post, he completely eliminated himself from that whole situation. He even mentioned that all this happened in his absence. That he wasn't even there, and that there's been this allegation of drugs and alcohol that has been recommended treatment for her and all. So right there, that lady already lost.
Exactly.
Now, people are saying that, she needs to come out. She needs to get out of the relationship. Where is she going to go to? Where is she going to start from? First of all, how do you win a battle with somebody like that?
Yeah.
First of all, she's never going to have custody of her children.
Yeah.
She will
she
lose
may
them.
lose her children.
Not only that, she's going to look at the lifestyle she's been exposed to. You understand? And mind you, from what I'm hearing, nothing is registered in her name. Not even the so-called car that was gifted to her. Of course, this guy is a renowned lawyer. He already has everything all tied up. So if she were to leave him, what do you think is going to become of her? Now, if she's not emotionally damaged, she probably can pick herself up and build a life. But I don't know her state of mind. And I don't know, is she going to be able to adjust from that luxury life that she's used to?
But you know what? I think she's very young. I think she can even, if she's willing, if she's open, she can get a guy her age and start from there. No matter what, she's going to walk out with some bags because they were they legally
No, they were not legally. This was all just like
but does
traditional.
the Nigerian law recognize those kind of marriages?
Not really. This is like a statutory. There's no statutory agreement between them. This is just like she's wife number 6.
But she'll get child support.
No,
if she can
won't.
keep the kids.
First of all, she won't get to keep the kids
because it's already positioned it. He has positioned it that she's a drug addict.
Yeah. So she's not, only going to get the kids, but she's only going to be able to live if this man wants her to live. You understand? Because we're talking about power.
Yeah.
We're talking about legal. I mean, we've seen this happen before. She's not the first. There was another lady that went through this, but eventually she was charged with attempted murder.
Wow.
Yeah, this lady was married to another renowned lawyer in Nigeria. And by the time that case began, she herself had to I succumbed. Just what, So
it's so funny that you say that because in Zimbabwe, there's also our current vice president was married to a girl who was like a beauty queen. And when he decided to divorce her, took her kids.
Yep.
Not just her kids from previous relationship, they live with him now. The girl started being sick. Right now, she's lost all her limbs.
Yep.
And she can't even leave the country to get medical. She's in court almost every day, charging her for attempted murder. So I hope this is a lesson to younger girls. As much as you may want this luxury, good-looking life, traveling, Chanel bags.
Are you willing to pay the price? Is it worth it? Shout out to those young, beautiful girls, go-getters, building their lives and believing in themselves. But if you are still out there and you're thinking that this life cannot be achieved without a sugar daddy or without marrying some sort of grandpa, it never ends well. It comes at a very healthy price.
It does.
So think it through.
Yeah,
think it through. There's so much more to life than just wanting to get comfortable in no time. I mean, I totally agree. And I also think the laws in Zimbabwe
not just Zimbabwe, the laws in Africa needs to be changed. Because I don't know if you saw, in Somalia, they tried to change the marriage age to 18. They changed it, and within a few days, they had to reverse it because people were protesting.
Why?
They want to marry kids that are underage.
That's sickening.
So they had to reinstate the old law that says that people can marry children that are under 18. So I think
goodness.
like it's really sad because I feel
Like children marry children or adults marry
adults,
children?
it's the adults that were going into court,
African
Somalia.
leaders.
African leaders. And the thing is,
leaders.
it's always the leaders that are dating like young people. And it's really sad. But guys, let's continue this conversation online. Please comment. Let us know what you think about this topic. And unfortunately, that's all we have time for. We really enjoyed this conversation, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you, Grace.
Yes, thank you.